the WCAL, and you want to make some predictions, or are you too or you don't want to?
I'm good. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Get Sports Focus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing, Ike's Love and Sandwiches, championship level sandwiches every single time, weightsandbars.com, build your home gym and shop locally from the Bay Area's best fitness equipment experts, and by South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust.
So that is it. Week 1 is going to be amazing. We're looking forward to it. But before we let you all go, Coach, can we talk about some of the up-and-coming guys and maybe do some prediction with the WCAL, the league that we cover? I'll start first. I think some of the young guys like Patterson, Cahoon, Williams, Perrion Williams, Aaron Knapp, Kingston Canina, these are WCAL guys. Jermaine Barrett, Teddy Chung. I think these guys are going to make a name for themselves, and it's going to be a really, really good season, and they're going to contribute a lot to their teams. So I'm looking forward to seeing those guys. I think Aaron Knapp is going to be one of the top QBs by the time he's a senior. If you watch the feature, you'll see what I mean. This kid is a special individual. And Patterson from Valley Christian was one of the best freshmen last year. I thought he was outstanding. Chase Cahoon, Aaron Meyer, Perrion Williams. You're going to remember that name. Remember that name, because you're going to hear that name a lot from St. Francis. And obviously Reardon, they got a whole roster of young guys, and Mitchell is about to take over the league. So we'll see. But Sarah's the big dogs, man. they're gonna try to put up 50, 60 points per game this season. But the biggest opponent for Sarah is themselves, I believe. And it's gonna be really tough to go back-to-back undefeated regular season. So what about you, Coach? What do you think about this season?
For WCAL, it's still going to be, I think Sarah's still just going to outright take it. They're just more put together right now, in terms of if you look at every spot on their roster, it's very rare, with that team to ever find a hole, right? It's very rare, and I think that's it's going to show. And you're right, the only team that can beat them is them, and I think that's usually what happens when you have championship winning teams. You play to win, you don't play to not lose. That's what it is.
That's true. The defense is just, I think the defense is just too good. Really good. Jaden Green's coming back. Jermaine Barrett, he's an up-and-coming young cornerback. I think he's going to contribute a lot. Michael Pedrati. Sarah's got 12 guys with D1 offers right now. And that will probably go up to 16 by mid-season. So who's your top 3 teams?
I'm gonna go
in the WCAL, by the way. In the WCAL. Let's do this. Top 3 teams, WCAL 2023 regular season. Not CCS, not NorCal or State, just top 3 teams from WCAL. Who do you think is going to be the top 3 by the end of by November?
I'm gonna write this down.
Top 3. That's a good idea. Let me get my Sharpie right here.
I feel like we need a Jeopardy thing in the background for this.
Okay, I'll go first since you're a little slow there. This is going to be a great year for WCAL. I think there's a lot of talent that just entered the league. But this is going to be controversial, but I'm willing to put it out there. By the end of the season, this is what I see happening.
You went three-way tie.
Three-way tie. Yes. I
So
believe
you're saying there's not going to be no undefeated.
No undefeated teams. Don't ask me who's
Really?
going to beat who. But I do believe Sarah is going to dominate. Reardon will eventually catch up. Bellarmine's going to fight like hell. And Valley Christian, they're gonna improve throughout the season, and they'll upset some people. And St. Francis, I do believe that they're just young, but they can totally screw things up for everybody.
This is why I took long. I went all 8.
Ah,
Yeah, let me turn off my blur.
I can see it. You got Sarah Bellarmine too. Mitty. Who's Mitty? Oh, Mitty. You're Mitty.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. You got Mitty ahead of Reardon?
Oh
No
yeah.
way.
Sleeper.
SI's last? Wow.
Okay. With SI, like, and I mean this in the most like positive way, like they're just consistently like just kind of just there. Like you don't know if you're gonna beat them, they don't know if they're gonna beat you. Like but they're good. They're like consistently average is like the nicest way to say it. Like, they're kind of like that middle of the pack team that can screw things up as they go. But yeah, no,
They have a
I
new
think
coach.
I'm not sure. I haven't checked. We should look that up later.
I gotta double check on that. No, but that's interesting. Well, we do agree that Sarah's gonna run the table.
Oh yeah,
50
I
plus
haven't.
points per game.
Mm-hmm.
But one of those other teams will challenge them, and it's gonna be an interesting season.
With Reardon, like, I bringing all that talent in, like, it's a double-edged sword. It's either going to work for you or it can work against you because, like, that's personalities. Like, I believe in Coach Adair and what he can do and what he's been capable of doing. He's taken it all the way before, but can he check all that, all those personalities in? Can they all buy into that process?
Well,
if you do, then yeah.
Execution. It all comes down to the players. And if the players can execute, then you have some special going. So you can have all the talent in the world, all the best coaching in the world, but if you cannot make that play, right?
Don't count out my Monarchs.
Don't count out anybody.
Yeah, I think this might be. I think this has only happened a few times in probably the last 10 years. This has happened a few times. Like, maybe not 10, because 10 years ago, like, yeah.
This is my list. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you can take a screenshot. Like, you can pause so you guys can screenshot that so that However,
for entertainment purposes only, people. Don't take it personal.
Yeah, and also remember, like, this is week 1. This is what we are predicting right now. Can this change? It could change. We don't.
Do I get a prize if my picks are like right on? I bet you like sandwiches. There we go. We'll do that.
Okay.
We should do this while we're at Ike's having lunch. We should do our picks. I'm gonna run it by the man. Let's see what happens.
See how he likes it. Maybe he'll join in.
Maybe he'll join in. We got to bring in Ike's in one of these things, one of these segments. So that's it. Week 1, GSF Weekly. Thanks for joining us. We are looking forward to this coming season, and good luck to all the teams out there. And if you're one of the teams that we picked, make us proud or prove us wrong.